What's going on, boxing fans? Julian Williams here at the distance. Got a video for you guys tonight. Pretty much this video is rest in peace, Smokin' Joe Frazier. This is not a video that will be monetized by myself. This is my video pretty much showing my respect to one of the greatest fighters of all time, one of the greatest heavyweights of all time, and one of the toughest fighters of all time. Smokin' Joe Frazier lost his battle with liver cancer. It was announced this weekend that he was battling liver cancer and was pretty much at the end of his life and was under hospice care. So pretty much, this is just a video dedicated to Smokin' Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier, born January 12, 1944, had a record of, I believe, like 32 and 4 with 27 knockouts and 1 draw. He's a 1964 Olympic gold medalist, former heavyweight champion. Just last week, I was checking out his bout against Oscar Bonavena, which was a majority decision. It was a bout to where he was down twice and he just kept getting up. And with one more knockdown in that fight, the fight would have been over, and Oscar Bonavena would have had that victory. He would have had the victory after 3 knockdowns, and he came back and got a majority decision in that bout. Another fight that comes to mind when I think of Smokin' Joe is his bout against Jimmy Ellis. Jimmy Ellis was a fighter that was trained by Angelo Dundee, and Angelo Dundee felt as if he had the style to stop, had the style to the throne, Smokin' Joe. Angelo Dundee was saying stuff like Joe is a one-dimensional fighter, which he really wasn't, because he changed and varied up his style, whether he's going inside and going to the body, whether he's inside throwing the left hook, or blocking jabs and just marching forward. His style was to come forward and always march forward and fight from bell to bell. And against Jimmy Ellis, he just demolished him in 5 rounds. And Jimmy Ellis was actually a pretty good fighter. And he demolished him in 5 rounds, knocked him out, or TKO, in 5 rounds. And, other fights such as his bout against Buster Mathis and Bob Foster. Of course, we're going to remember him for the fight of the century against Muhammad Ali, the first man to defeat Muhammad Ali after his 3-year sabbatical. Also got Muhammad Ali's, went to the president at the time, Nixon, to get Ali's license, back, so he could fight again, so they could have, at the time, the biggest fight in boxing history. The undefeated heavyweight champion who had never, 2 men who have never been beaten, the undefeated heavyweight champ that never had his belt taken away, and the man that got the belt while this man was at his sabbatical, who was Smokin' Joe Frazier, and defended that belt. So what we had in this fight, one of my favorite fights of all time, the fight of the century in 1971, you have an instant classic. You have, and a lot of people say that, we wouldn't be thinking of Ali the same if it wasn't for Smokin' Joe Frazier, because Smokin' Joe brought out the best of Muhammad Ali, and Muhammad Ali brought out the best of Smokin' Joe. And those 3 fights were just both fighters' finest hours in their careers. And some can argue for Ali whether it's Foreman or not. But, Joe Frazier shined in his brightest hour against Muhammad Ali in 1971. And he was a tough fighter, tough as nails, faced tough opponents, and he will definitely be missed. So, anyway, peeps, I'm out of here. Rest in peace, Smokin' Joe. Peace.